Good morning, each and every one of you. Okay, so something a little bit different this morning. As you know, I cover a lot of different bases with what I do for you guys. So this morning I really want to talk to you about the importance of our feet, because at the end of the day, they're your foundation. Okay, so if we don't get it right from where we start, which is the feet, then basically things from the feet up can start to feel a little bit annoyed. So what I want to talk to you about today is the importance of keeping the feet strong, why we would want to do that, and how. How do we do that? See, here's the thing. We really shouldn't have our feet locked up in our nice, soft, comfy coffins. I'm just going to get a pair of coffins. So I call these things coffins purely for the fact that our feet really should be left free. But society today deems it's really not functional to move around with no shoes on. Yeah, it's not safe, we might stand on things, all of that sort of stuff. But the consequence of that, a few consequences of that, is the inability of the foot to then mold and move. It gets locked into this soft, cushioned coffin. I'll call it that because it kind of is a coffin. Good morning, everybody. So if we put our feet in these coffins, then our feet do not move like they used to. So the intrinsic muscles in the feet are then not being worked. And those intrinsic muscles in the feet are actually connected to the legs, then they're connected to the core, they're connected to the glutes. So if our intrinsic muscles, that means the smaller muscles in the feet, are not strong, it's then very hard for the body to have a strong core and strong glutes. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to talk to you about what we would do. Firstly, the first thing that we should be doing in the morning is actually releasing the foot. Most of you have got some form of ball at home. Some of you actually bought these neuro balls from me. So these are a little bit different because they have a lot more flexibility in the way that you can use them because it splits. So I'm not going to go into the actual ball itself today, but you can PM me, private message me if you are interested in something like this, because I do actually have these. So anyway, we would want to roll the foot. And the reason you want to do that is to release the bottom of the foot. How many of you have had plantar fasciitis? It's that horrible pain that you get in the bottom of the foot. Or you might have something called a Morton's neuroma. And that can feel like you've got a constant pebble in your shoe, which I can imagine would be extremely, extremely annoying. But by looking after your feet, and this is the point that I'm getting to today, is releasing the foot, strengthening the foot so that it actually has a positive effect on your whole body, not just the foot itself. Because we're getting to the point today, and I hear it with my people. Remember, I see from 500 to 600 people a week. So that's a lot of people to listen to, all over 50. And what I'm hearing you say is the arches of your feet start to get weak, and then you have to go to the podiatrist because you reckon there's something wrong with the knee and the hip. They tell you it's coming from the foot. They put an orthotic in your foot, in your shoe, and then the majority of you then struggle. This is not a dig at podiatrists, by the way. No, it's not. We need them. But what I'm saying is, are we actually going for the wrong fix? Because here's the thing. If you have strong feet, and your arch of your foot is strong, then you should not require an orthotic. This is the first place we should be starting, actually releasing the foot, so the plantar fascia. The plantar fascia is the fascia at the bottom of the foot, so that is more flexible. It gets rigid. It's kind of like Play-Doh. So you put your feet in these soft cushions all day long. You might take them off when you get home, and then you expect your feet to actually do a good job. Well, it's not going to unless it's strong. So we're actually going to do this together today. You don't have to, but I'm going to suggest you do join me. So if you've got your shoes on and you can kick them off, kick off your shoes. I'm going to stand. All right, I'll actually just angle this down a bit so you can see my little footsies. Right, okay. So if you've up you get, it's not very easy to do this seated. So you want a little bit of a staggered stance here with your feet. One foot in front, one behind. We're only going to work on one foot at a time. But what I want you to do, so actually look at the front foot. So look at your front foot, relax the knee, and all I want you to do is pick up your toes, so pick them up, spread them, and then put them back down again. All right. Now, about a 20% push with the tips of the toes. I don't want you to crunch the toes like that. I just want you to push the tips of the toes down. Watch what happens to the arch of your foot. If you've got shoes on and you're doing it with shoes on, you'll still be able to see it a little. So push the toes down and notice the arch of your foot lift. So if I do that from the side, you'll be able to see that arch of the foot lifts and lowers, lifts and lowers. Now, do that again. Take your mind to the thigh. Take your mind to your thigh when you push the toes down. And you'll feel the thigh turn on a little. Okay, this is just the way the body works because it's all connected. So push that down, thigh turns on. So now we're actually going to connect that with the core. And this is when you're going to start to feel the connection between the toes and basically the whole body. Yep. So for about 5 seconds, we're going to push the toes down at the front there. So you're going to take a breath in through the nose and then just gently push the toes down. So as you're pushing the toes down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to feel what happens in the belly. Okay, we're going to do that again. So think about the tummy as you push the toes down. So 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. This time, I'm just going to do one more. Take your mind to your bottom. Mind to the bottom. Do the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we can feel quad, core, glute. All connected when we push those toes down. I'm going to do one more. This time, you're going to push the tongue to the roof of the mouth as well, and you're going to just think about glutes, tummy as you push the tongue to the roof of the mouth. A little push with those toes again. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. We can feel that, yeah. So this time you're going to take a breath in. So take a breath in, really connect with the core. So inhale through the nose and exhale gently, and just gently pull the belly in as you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel the intensity rise. Do 2 more of those. Breathe in. Push the tongue to the roof of the mouth as well. Pull the belly in a little. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do that one more time. Feel you're getting a belly workout here as well. All you're doing is working your toes and your feet. Yeah? Breathe in. Exhale, push. Gently exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, so we're going to do that again. This time, as you exhale, you're going to push the air out of your mouth. It's not very often I tell you to breathe out your mouth. Generally, always only breathe through the nose. But I want you to feel the difference in what you feel in the intrinsic muscles in the tummy, the glutes, and the legs when you push the toes down. So inhale, connect tummy, toes. Exhale, push air out. Pull the belly in, tongue to roof of mouth. Do that again. Breathe in. Tummy, tongue, toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I can't breathe out the mouth because I've got to talk as well, but you can. Purse the lips. One more. Breathe in. Exhale, push air out. Toes, tummy. Feel the intensity of that. And then we want to do the other side. So inhale. So you want 3 lots of 5 seconds, just pushing with the toes. And then we do 3 lots of 5 seconds, inhaling, connecting with all of those things. Tongue, tummy, glutes. Exhaling gently. And then on the last one, inhale. As you exhale, blow the air out of the mouth, pushing toes down and watching the arch of that foot rise. See, here's the thing. Let me grab the ball. If you, in the morning, if you got up before you got out of bed, if you had one of these next to your bed and you roll your foot, just to release the tension in the bottom. Oh, kind of feels really good. All right, so Just pushing through. Like I said, this ball splits as well. There's a whole little 5-minute foot release we do with this ball, but for this morning I'm just going to do just a general gentle release, my morning release that I do every morning to get my feet ready for the day. These are your base. If you do not look after these little beasties here, every step you take becomes painful. Then you stop moving properly. And when you stop moving properly, this is when we start to get weak and we can start to go, I know when I get up it's going to hurt. But if you look after your feet by releasing them, and then every morning, every night, doing your little foot release, what I'll end up doing is I'll pop the actual full exercise, my little YouTube link, I'll put that in the comments later on this afternoon when I get back from work. So I'll pop that in there so that you've actually got that as a resource to use as well. As I said, want one of these, I have them with me during my classes, or I can send one to you if you want one. They're absolutely invaluable piece of equipment. We use it on the hands, we use it everywhere in the body. I'm just actually opening it up, but I just need a little bit of weight on it to open it up. Excuse me, standing up. Let me get into the ball and open it up. So yes, so working those intrinsic muscles. So I used to wear little orthotics in my shoes. I don't need them anymore because the arch of my foot actually stays up on its own. Now, because I do a little bit with feet over time, I've become a little bit of a specialist in the foot area as well. What I've noticed is a lot of people that wear those orthotics religiously and have been told not to wear shoes. Now, I'm not going to go against anything your podiatrist has told you, by the way. So that's not the purpose of this at all. But all I'm saying is if you strengthen your foot, you should not require orthotics after you've strengthened the arch of that foot. It makes a massive difference when you've strengthened that part of the body yourself. Yes, that makes sense. It's like everything else in the body. We work the bicep, we work all the other muscles in the body. What about your poor feet? They get missed out because people go, well, I don't know. I know I need strong feet, but I don't know what to do. But I've just shown you what to do. Yes? Yes, I have. So this, as I said, this little ball splits in two, and then inside it's got a little rad. And we do release work through the feet with both of these halves, this little beastie here as well, and then we use that for arthritis in the hand, and we roll that through the forearm. But again, that's not what I'm here to talk to you about today, but I did want to show this to you and remind all of you that have one of these to actually use it. So if you bought one of these, use it. They are invaluable for keeping your body mobile. Remember, stability, mobility, we have to be stable and mobile before we can become strong. You cannot become strong if you're not stable and mobile. So, all about the feet today because of its importance. It is your base, and it's connected to every other part of the body. The toes up to the tongue have a super strong connection. That's why we want to use the tongue when we do the toes and the tummy. It connects that fascia. We discussed that a couple of weeks ago, how the fascia that's connected to your muscle interlinks absolutely everything. When you use the toes, tummy, tongue, and the fingertips, we can really enhance our workouts. Moving slower, lighter weight, more repetition is how we get definition. And it's what you put in your body as well. So if you need help with all of that, including stress, depression, anxiety, pain, all of that sort of stuff that we need to keep the body happy and healthy. Have an awesome rest of your day. I'll pop the notes in there a little bit later, everybody, later on this afternoon. So have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'm going to do my lives every second week. If there's something you want me to chat about, absolutely fine. But at the minute, I'm going to do my lives every second week because I've kind of covered all our main bits and pieces. So unless you come up with some things you'd like me to chat about, I can always go back and, I guess, talk about things I've spoken about before that maybe you haven't seen or watched. So remember, guys, most important thing for you to keep your autonomic nervous system under control, live in your moment, acknowledge how you feel, breathing what you want, release what you don't, and align everything with the truth. Yours in love and light, Leslie, Better Balance for Life. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.